Back when I was studying medicine in the 1970s, a terrible tragedy struck our campus. A fire broke out in one of the buildings, claiming the lives of over 30 female students. After that, the school built a special structure called a Bagua Pavilion on the site. Essentially, a Feng Shui monument intended to ward off negative energy. At first, we just thought it was a garden feature. The area around it was quite pleasant. But once we learned the grim history behind it, most of us avoided that part of campus at night, especially late at night. Back then, as students, pulling all-nighters singing at KTV was pretty standard. We'd often book sessions from 11 p.m. straight through to 7 a.m. One particular night, around 2 a.m., a friend and I decided we'd had enough and headed back to campus. Everyone knew the rules. The main gate, a heavy automatic sliding metal barrier, slammed shut and locked at 11 p.m. sharp. It made a huge racket when it closed. Being young and reckless, our usual solution was simply to climb over it. That night, around 2:30 a.m., slightly buzzed from drinks and feeling tired, we plopped down on a flower-bed ledge right next to the locked gate, catching our breath before attempting the climb. Honestly, I wasn't much of a believer in the supernatural, but what happened next genuinely shook my skepticism. We were sitting there, staring right at the firmly shut gate, impossible to open quietly, and no way security would open it at that hour. Suddenly, we saw a figure. From the back, it looked like a man in his 30s. Head down, he walked straight towards the closed gate, and just kept walking through it. "Did the gate just open?" my friend whispered, voicing my own shock. "Maybe we can just walk in behind him." We scrambled up and rushed to the gate. It was still locked tight, yet we'd both clearly seen him pass through the solid barrier. Even more chilling, once we reached the gate and peered through the bars, we could see his figure continuing to walk calmly down the main path inside the campus. Utterly bewildered, we watched him. Past the main gate, the path split. Left led to the old anatomy buildings, right led to the student dorms. Everyone going back to bed turned right. But this guy, he turned left, heading straight towards the pitch-black anatomy complex. After quickly climbing the gate, curiosity got the better of us. We followed him. The dorm side had some sparse lighting, but the anatomy buildings were shrouded in absolute darkness. Who on earth would be going there for a late-night dissection at 2:30 a.m.? We kept a distance of about 20 to 30 meters. We could clearly see his gray, long-sleeved t-shirt, his head still bowed, staring at the ground. That's when the dread really started to creep in. The night was dead silent. Not a single footstep echoed from his direction. We trailed him towards the second anatomy building. The path there was wide open, maybe 100 meters long, with absolutely nowhere to hide, no side paths. He walked near the fence of anatomy building too. And then, in the blink of an eye, he was just gone. 1 second he was there, the next, vanished. We hadn't looked away, and there was simply nowhere he could have gone that quickly within 20 to 30 meters. It was impossible. Pure terror shot through us. We didn't say a word, just turned and ran full speed back to the dorms. Later, when we told our friends, everyone was spooked. Nothing else strange happened after that. I specialized in orthopedics, but like many doctors in our system, I rotated through different departments like pediatrics and internal medicine for chunks of each year. I've seen my share of death and loss in the hospital. But that night at medical school, that was the one and only time I witnessed something truly unexplainable. It left a mark. I can't dismiss things quite so easily anymore.